I'm Zander Ernst from Allesbeste in Zanin, South Africa. We are a majority avocado business. We basically farm across 6 different farming locations within the Zanin or Pollination area. Now, one of the biggest challenges in the Zanin area is during flowering and fruit set, we often have very high temperatures with low humidity. So for us, one of the biggest challenges is definitely climate, but we to try and factor that with cultivars in different locations. So obviously I refer to the climatic conditions in Zanin. So with that we also have long periods where we can have 3-4 days of overcast conditions. Typically this can affect bee activity. On top of that, one thing that we have struggled with forever is avocados don't generally flower in our area that well. You have differences in varieties, but you typically can have seasons where we have a very poor early flower, and our second and third set is often related with those hot temperatures. So when we want good yield, we need to look at, pollinating that first flower. Now, I think typically another thing that people don't realize with avocados is not a preferred flower for honeybees. And I think additionally, the cost of bringing in honeybees, also, it being more and more scarce, the more farming operations expand. Everyone's pushing up more hives to try and optimize on production. The frequency of the amount of pollen that goes onto the flower, that's sort of the essence. So without understanding all the technical aspects behind it, to me, that was one of the most important things. In terms of our results, we were quite excited with the initial results we achieved. So we were looking at low yielding blocks, improving that production, and also the high yielding blocks. And what was nice is, throughout, both circumstances, we had at 15 to 20% increase in these blocks. So on the low yielding blocks, even though that was maybe a 5 or a 6 ton a hectare, you had a 20% increase. And even on our better blocks, where we were maybe sitting on 17 tons a hectare, we had a 20% increase. To see that result also following through on the high blocks was a massive result. So you have to assume that we've just addressed one variable. So it might not repeat in the next year. That's an unfortunate reality of this. But just the benefit of having control over another variable is a massive benefit. But if you can have that even every second year, it's a major benefit.
It was easy to work with the bloomx team, together with our field workers working with the machines. The predictive apps were spot on. While using the crossbee, we did not see any change in the behavior of the insects, nor the bees, nor any other insects.
To be honest, I think it's a really good product. I think it's definitely something that farmers throughout the scale can utilize. I would definitely recommend it. I think the service from both teams, from bloomx and BioBee, has been really well. In the end, it's also you choosing the best supplier.